Gypsy Fortune Teller look for you guys. I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to see, and I asked if you wanted to see either a decaying pinup or this situation, and mostly everybody said a decaying pinup look, and then also I've just had random requests for a pinup look, so I really wanted to do that one, but I didn't have face paint like I thought I did. I got some last year, but I guess I went through it all, so I'm gonna have to get some more, but I still wanted to film for you guys, so I decided that I would do the other look because either way I was gonna do both. This look definitely is more complicated than my past two Halloween looks. I think I've done 2 so far, but it's still really easy if you just take your time and go with a steady hand. So if you guys want to know how to get this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. Alright guys, so before we get started on our other eye, I just wanted to mention that I did think this video would probably end up being quite a long video since it's a little bit more of a complicated look, just like there's so much to the eye, and we're going to be doing a lot to the skin to make it look really bronzy and glowy. So I wanted to go ahead and do my base and my brows and a little bit of one eye off camera. So of course I use my Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the green one, so it canceled out any redness on my face. Then I went in with my Becca Aqua Luminous foundation and just applied it all over my face with a damp beauty blender. And then for brows, I used my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow definer in the shade Dark Brown, but I did fill in the tail ends of my brows with a super rich dark brown just because I wanted my brows to look a little bit more harsh and full with this look. So now we've covered everything that we've done to the skin, we're gonna go ahead and finish this other eye. Okay, so to start off the eyes, I went in with Stark. This is from the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm just going to run that through my crease with a fluffy blending brush as my transition shade. Now going into my Morphe Little palette, I'm going to be taking this shade right here mixed with this shade, and I'm going to run that through my crease everywhere that I applied Stark, and I am going to bring it up quite high, as you can see that I did on this eye, just because I really want a lot of the lid to be glitter, and I have hooded eyes, so that means that sometimes I have to raise my crease a little bit just so I can get the color exactly where I want it. Okay, so now we're going to go directly into making the cut crease, and I'm staying in the Copper Popper Little palette by Morphe, and I'm going to pick up this dark brown shade right here with just this small detailer brush, and I'm going to sketch out the shape of my crease with this. Once I have the shape that I want, I'm going to go in with my Sigma E45, and I'm going to dip into that same color and just blend that line out. I'm going to use that same brush and go into the little palette, the Coffee Toffee one. I'm going to pick up this plummy brown shade on the same brush, and I'm just going to basically do the exact same thing, except this time when I go back and pick up the color with my E45 to blend it out, I'm then going to go back in with this brush to really define the line again. Okay, so next I'm going to go back into my Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette, and I'm going to pick up Blackout, which is just this really dark black matte shade. And I'm going to pick that up on the same brush and sketch out my crease, and then I'm going to go back in with the E45 and a little bit of that plummy brown shade that we just used to kind of blend over it, but we want to make sure the black is the darkest because, as you can see, that is the color of our cut crease. Every other shadow we've applied is just for blending purposes, so the cut crease looks like it's nice and blended up to something, but we want to make sure that that black is really nice and harsh and just really dark. Okay, so before the blending, it should look a little something like that. And then now is when we're gonna go back in with the E45, pick up a tiny little bit of that plummy brown shade, and we're just gonna blend directly over the black. And then if I lose some of the darkness, I'll just go back in and reapply it. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with how this eye is looking. So next, I'm just gonna go into my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Chantilly, and I'm just gonna use this on a flat brush like this, a little concealer brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to carve out where I want the cut crease to start. After I've carved out underneath the cut crease, I'm going to go into the Copper Popper palette and pick up this bronzy shade right here. And I'm just going to use that on a flat shader brush, and I'm going to pat this over the concealer. And this is just going to be the shadow that's going to be under the glitter, so that if the glitter isn't completely opaque, you'll have a similar color underneath. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lay down a sticky base, and then just so you guys know, the glitter I'm going to be using is by NYX, and it's the bronze one. Okay, now that the glitter is on, I'm just gonna go back into that blackout shade with just an angled brush, and I'm going to push this as close into my lash line as possible, and this is just gonna be there so that the lash band has something to be hidden by. Okay, so I went ahead and I popped on some falsies. Next, I'm gonna go back in with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Chantilly, and I'm going to conceal under my eyes, and to balance out the brightness, I'll be applying a little bit to my chin, my nose, and some on my forehead as well. Alright, next, going into my Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, I'm going to be picking up this lightest shade right here on this Sigma F35 brush, and I'm just going to use this to set everywhere that I applied concealer. To bronze up my skin, I'm going to be going in with the middle shade from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Then going in with that same shade in this fluffy little eyeshadow brush, I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose. So before we go ahead and finish off the face with blush and highlight and that kind of stuff, I want to finish the under eyes first because we are going to be doing something with some more glitter. But first, I'm just going to take the two middle shades from the Copper Popper palette on this Sigma E40 brush, mix them together, and I'm just going to blend this under my eyes. And then we're going to add some depth with a plummy brown and some black. extra little bit of glitter, I'm just gonna take some adhesive and I'm gonna take this little sponge tip brush and I'm just going to kind of do like little tear marks and then we're gonna cover it with glitter. You'll kind of see what I mean in a minute. I'm just kind of going off by what my brain's telling me to do, so we're gonna go ahead and do this and just see how it turns out. Gonna jump back into my Shade and Light contour palette and I'm going to be taking the lightest, more cool tone shade in this palette and I'm just going to be using this to contour my cheekbones. I want my cheeks to look really hollowed out, so I am gonna go in with this with the heavy hand. For blush and highlight, I'm going to go into the Becca Jaclyn Hill Split Pan. This is in Flower Child and Champagne Pop. And I'm just going to apply the blush all over my cheeks and then highlight wherever I feel like I want to be highlighted, which is pretty much going to be everywhere. So my cheekbones, my chin, my nose, my cupid's bow, my inner corners, my brow bone, and probably a little bit on my forehead as well. And I'm also going heavy hand with the blush because I want my cheeks to look nice and flushed. I just want my makeup to look very overdone and highlighter is also no exception to the heavy-handed rule for this tutorial, or for any tutorial for that matter. Last but not least, lips. I'm going to be going in with this metallic matte lip gloss by KleanColors. I've never heard of this brand. My friends came over the other day from Hpmmakeup and she said that she had this and she didn't know she'd ever wear it, so she gave it to me. And this is the perfect shade, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply it. Decided I wanted just a little bit more drama with my lashes, so I went ahead and stacked on another pair. These are both Aredell Whispies, but other than that, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you let me know by giving this video a big thumbs up, as well as subscribing down below. Also, let me know down in the comment section what other videos you'd like to see from me, and I'd be more than happy to do those for you. But until then, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.